headlines. President Dr. Muizu breaks ground on the new mosque in the reclaimed suburb Hurumale. Speaker unveils a new protocol, the announcement of daily legislative responsibilities and functions undertaken by Parliament. Kendikuludu Council adopts a brand name, the Mangrove Island.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to PSM News in English with me, Hafiz Abdul Sattar. And now the news in detail. President Dr. Muhammad Muiz breaks ground on the new mosque in the reclaimed suburb Hurumale, which will be equipped with a research library. President broke ground on the new mosque being built by a private benefactor in Hurumale during a ceremony with First Lady Sajida Muhammad and cabinet members in attendance. The mosque is being built with the generous assistance of Sheikh Ismail Muhammad, and its construction is managed by Medina Investment. The mosque will be built on the site of the current makeshift mosque. The new two-story mosque will be equipped with a library for Islamic researchers and students. The solar-powered mosque can accommodate up to 2,000 worshippers and will become the first mosque in Hurumale with a research library. The mosque is dedicated to Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha radiallahu anha. The benefactor is aiming to complete the mosque and open it to the public in 2026 by next Ramadan. Speaker of Parliament Abdul Rahim Abdullah unveils a new protocol, the announcement of daily legislative responsibilities and functions undertaken by Parliament and its members at the outset of each parliamentary session. The initiative, according to the Speaker, aims to provide heightened transparency and clarity concerning the day's planned legislative activities.
The announcement was delivered by Speaker during March 4th parliamentary session, prompted by debate on allegations that certain members of Parliament were receiving remuneration without attending sessions or fulfilling their legislative duties. In his response, Speaker stressed that the legislative responsibilities of parliamentarians extend beyond mere attendance and parliamentary sessions, encompassing a multitude of other essential functions. Historically, the Speaker of the Parliament would announce the agenda for the day's parliamentary session. However, the specific legislative duties undertaken by the parliamentary committees were not previously disclosed to the public. Speaker underscored the importance of keeping the general public continuously informed about the daily agenda and legislative responsibilities carried out by Parliament. Ensuring the dissemination of these details falls under the purview of lawmaker chairing the parliamentary sessions, he asserted. Starting Tuesday, Speaker said the chair of the parliamentary session will announce the complete daily agenda, inclusive of the legislative responsibilities and functions performed by the entire Parliament and its members at the beginning of each session. According to him, while some lawmakers may not be visibly present on the Parliament floor during sessions, they may be engaged in meetings of parliamentary committees.
The Attorney General's office says that the Maldives has submitted its written observations in the case of the Gambia versus Myanmar at the International Court of Justice (ICJ). The case involves the application of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, commonly referred to as the Gambia versus Myanmar. The Maldives submission was formally presented to the ICJ on 28 February by Attorney General Ahmad Usham, who serves as the agent for the Maldives in this matter. The Gambia initiated legal proceedings against Myanmar on 11 November 2019, alleging violations of the Genocide Convention through acts committed against the Rohingya Muslim population. These allegations center on the systematic and widespread of genocide perpetrated against the Rohingya community in Myanmar's northern Rakhine state. With the support of the Organization for Islamic Cooperation (OIC), the Gambia filed the case following a brutal military crackdown in Myanmar. This crackdown resulted in hundreds of thousands of Rohingya fleeing to neighboring Bangladesh. Subsequently, the Maldives submitted its declaration of intervention in accordance with ICJ procedures. On 3rd July 2024, the court found the Maldives declaration of intervention admissible under Article 63(2) of the Statute of Law Court, leading to the invitation for the Maldives to present its written observations on the substantive matters of its intervention. The Attorney General's office detailed that the Maldives observations focused on interpreting several key provisions of the Genocide Convention. These provisions include Article 1 and other articles which collectively address the obligations of states to prevent and punish acts of genocide. The Attorney General's office also reiterated the Maldives' dedication to contributing to the international community's pursuit of justice and upholding the principles enshrined in the Genocide Convention. In addition to the Maldives, several other states including Ireland, Belgium and Democratic Republic of Congo and Slovenia have filed declarations of intervention in the proceedings under Article 63 of the Statute. The Maldives initiates discussions with Edelweiss Air, the Switzerland-based leisure and charter airline, aiming to expand and enhance its flight services to the island nation. These discussions were held on the sidelines of ITB Berlin 2025, presently ongoing in Berlin, Germany.
The ITB Berlin commenced on 4th March and will extend until 6th March. While the Maldives delegation at ITB Berlin is led by Tariq Ibrahim, the Minister of Tourism and Environment, it includes approximately 200 representatives from 89 companies. During the fair, the Maldives is engaging with international tourism sector stakeholders through various side events. Among these engagements was a meeting between Minister Tariq and officials from Edelweiss Air, focusing on the potential increase in the airline's flight frequency to the Maldives. Particular emphasis was placed on enhancing Edelweiss Air services during the low tourism season, according to the government sources. Currently, Edelweiss Air operates a single weekly flight to the Maldives. While the Maldives has maintained a strong presence at the ITB Berlin for several years, this consistent participation underscores the nation's commitment to solidifying its status as the world's leading destination and to boosting tourist arrivals from German-speaking markets. The Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation (MMPRC) has been pivotal in promoting the Maldives tourism sector throughout the fair. The agency is spearheading various initiatives aimed at positioning the Maldives as a premier tourist destination. These efforts, according to the MMPRC, are designed to strengthen ties with German-speaking markets along with other regional tourism markets, tour operators, travel agents and media. Tourism statistics from the ministry indicate that the Maldives has recorded 457,940 tourist arrivals as of 4th of March this year. Germany and Switzerland are among the top 10 source markets for the Maldives, with the nation welcoming 29,128 tourists from Germany and 10,004 from Switzerland so far this year. Other European countries featured in the top 10 source markets for the Maldives include the United Kingdom with 45,469 arrivals, Italy with 43,163, France with 19,062 and Poland with 10,512 arrivals as of 4th March.
High Commissioner of India to the Maldives, G.K. Balasubramaniam, says that India is engaged in discussions with the Maldives government to provide assistance to promote the island nation's fisheries sector.
The government has created the Maldives Fisheries and Ocean Resources Marketing and Promotion Limited (MFORMP) with the primary task of promoting the country's fisheries sector. The company was founded with the primary objective of expanding the nation's fishing industry and enhancing its social benefits by promoting and advertising Maldivian products on the global market. This includes products from aquaculture, mariculture, and all marine sources. To boost revenue, the company will launch a distinctive brand for local fisheries, advertising it locally and in various lucrative international markets. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony of an ice plant in Gemanafushi, Gafa Alifa Atoll, High Commissioner Balasubramaniam revealed that India was in discussion with MFORMP to collaborate on its efforts to promote Maldives fisheries. India's pledge to help promote Maldives' fisheries comes at a time when the neighboring country is developing fish factories in 6 regions of the Maldives. The Indian High Commissioner said that with these efforts, India stands ready to promote Maldives' fisheries and assist the government in priority areas.
In my meeting with His Excellency the Minister, we also talked about the possibility of cooperating between the agencies which export fish, because we have a Marine Products Export Development Agency in India, in Kochi, which is very close by, and your fisheries promotion agency. We will be trying to forge closer relationship between them so that we can exploit and use the resources that you have effectively for the growth of Maldives.
MFOR MP has plans to promote fish products in global fisheries fairs and help the fisheries sector in overcoming challenges to export products abroad.
In a strategic effort to position Kandikuludu as a premier local tourism destination, the Island Council adopts the brand name The Mangrove Island. This initiative, according to the Council, heralds the commencement of extensive advertising and marketing campaigns under the new identity.
The administration has placed a high priority on local tourism development, emphasizing the unique natural and geographical attributes of various Maldivian islands. During a visit to Kandikuludu on 29 February 2024, President Dr. Muhammad Muizzu unveiled plans for an ambitious eco-tourism project designed to leverage the island's distinctive environment. Highlighting the economic potential of the island's natural surroundings, President Dr. Muizzu articulated that the government's initiative seeks to create numerous income opportunities for the island's residential community, enabling them to sustain livelihoods within their home territory. The eco-tourism project, he said, aims to empower the Island Council and local residents to establish small and medium enterprises that harness the island's natural assets for tourism purposes. Hassan Muhammad, president of the Kandikuludu Island Council, in an interview with PSM News, confirmed that the island had been rebranded as the Mangrove Island as part of the council's strategy to enhance local tourism. Promotional activities under this new branding have already commenced, according to Muhammad, including a presentation at the ongoing International Tourismusbörse (ITB) Berlin 2025 in Berlin, Germany. Muhammad elaborated on the island's progress, noting that necessary permits to offer homestay services to visitors have been obtained. Projects are underway to construct luxury villas on the island, with plans for these villas to feature 70 rooms. The development of a city hotel is also advancing rapidly, he noted, with a portion of the 70-bed city hotel expected to be completed and operational by the end of this year. Discussing the economic benefits of local tourism, Muhammad pointed out that many of the island's youth are currently employed at tourist resorts away from Kandikuludu. The establishment of the city hotel is anticipated to create numerous employment opportunities, allowing these young islanders to return home and work locally, he added. Kandikuludu is renowned for its breathtaking natural beauty and distinctive environmental features, including one of the largest mangrove forests in the Maldives. The island is home to 9 distinct mangrove areas, forming a rich, diverse ecosystem. Among these, 3 mangroves span from 400 feet to 3,000 feet. The island's wetlands serve as a sanctuary for numerous bird and fish species, and Kandikuludu boasts a healthy soil profile that supports lush vegetation.
The Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation (MMPRC) is making a major push at ITB Berlin 2025 to spur tourist arrivals, with a delegation of 200 tourism industry stakeholders from 89 companies. The event, running from 4th to 6th March at Messe, Berlin, reinforces the Maldives' position as the most preferred holiday destination for German-speaking markets and global travelers.
ITB Berlin is one of the world's leading travel trade shows. The event serves as a vital platform for networking with stakeholders worldwide, strengthening business relationships and promoting tourism products for both business-to-business and business-to-consumer audiences. The Maldives is showcased at a 504 square meter double-decker stand space designed for networking, business meetings, and media engagement. A special seminar, The Next Chapter of Maldives Tourism Berlin Edition, highlighted sustainable tourism strategies and market expansion efforts. MMPRC's participation in ITB Berlin 2025 aims to strengthen relationships with leading tour operators, travel agents, and media outlets from German-speaking markets and beyond. One-on-one meetings provide co-exhibitors with the opportunity to promote individual products and properties, including liveaboards, diving experiences, luxury resorts, guest houses, and family holidays. MMPRC's strategy for the market includes emphasizing Maldives' sustainability efforts and nature-related experiences, aligning with the growing demand for eco-conscious travel. All promotional campaigns incorporate the German language to enhance resonance with the target audience. Collaborative efforts with premium brands to target the luxury market segment effectively are expected to further improve connectivity and increase tourist arrivals from Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. Germany remains a key source market for the Maldives, with 157,246 arrivals in 2024, ranking fourth globally. Switzerland and Austria contributed 41,062 and 29,425 arrivals respectively, securing positions in the top 20 source markets. By the end of February 2025, the Maldives had welcomed 14,119 tourists from Germany, 4,401 from Austria, and 5,399 from Switzerland. Building on the success of welcoming over 2 million tourists in 2024 for the first time, MMPRC aims to maintain this momentum through strategic partnerships, public relations activities, and joint campaigns with leading travel operators like Touristic Union International and Der Touristik. With MMPRC's presence at ITB Berlin 2025, the corporation is enhancing the Maldives' reputation as one of the world's safest and most desirable holiday destinations, ensuring continued growth in arrivals from German-speaking markets and strengthening the Maldives' global tourism footprint.
The benchmark S&P 500 and Dow finishes lower as trade tensions escalated following U.S. President Donald Trump's new tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China.
The 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada, along with double duties on Chinese goods, took effect on Tuesday. China and Canada retaliated while Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum vowed to respond likewise without giving details.
You have a wall of worry. That wall of worry has led to market volatility that investors haven't seen in well over a year now. Remembering that last year, less than 4% of the time, the market moved by 1.5% or more lower in a given day. Thus far in 2025, it's been 7% of the time already. So investors need to readjust to the fact that there are going to be more short-term bouts of volatility ahead due to all of the uncertainty around tariffs, around the economy, around interest rates, and of course, around the stock market itself.
Citigroup and JP Morgan Chase & Co. fell, sending the bigger banks index lower. The CBOE Market Volatility Index rose 0.70% to its highest since December 20th.
The Federal Reserve is really stuck right now between a rock and a hard place because we see continued signs of sticky inflation. And there's the additional concern that these tariffs that have just been imposed now, should they stay in place for too long, could be inflationary. That would lead the Federal Reserve to want to keep rates higher for longer. But if the economy slows to a great degree, similar to what the Atlanta Fed is now forecasting with a negative 2.8% GDP growth rate in Q1, the Fed will want to step in and lower interest rates. So they have this counterbalancing act of trying to deal with sticky inflation and a slowing economy. I still believe they do nothing this month in terms of interest rates. They pause again, but we could see the first interest rate cut of the year in the second quarter.
The S&P 500 lost 71.57 points, or 1.22%, to end at 5,778.15 points, while the Nasdaq Composite lost 65.03 points, or 0.35%, to 18,285.16. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 670.25 points, or 1.55%, to 42,520.99.
President Donald Trump says he would welcome the people of Greenland into the United States of America during his speech to a joint session of Congress.
Trump also added that the U.S. would get Greenland one way or another.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security.
According to the country's leading pro-independence party, renewed U.S. interest has given a boost to Greenland's independence movement and strengthened its position in future secession talks with Denmark. The Arctic island is due to vote on March 11th in an election where independence has become the main topic, following recent statements by Trump that Denmark should cede control to the U.S. due to its strategic importance of American security.
LeBron James reaches another milestone in his unprecedented NBA career, becoming the first player to score 50,000 total points after hitting a three-pointer in the first quarter of the Lakers' home game against the Pelicans.
James, 40, already has the most regular season points after breaking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record in February 2023, a mark that had stood for 39 years. The Akron, Ohio native also holds the all-time playoff scoring record, a title he took from Michael Jordan in May of 2017. James has shown no sign of slowing down in his 22nd season in the league. He was named Western Conference Player of the Month for February, extending his league record to 41 monthly awards, including 3 with the Lakers. He is also the oldest player to win the award, passing the previous record set by Karl Malone, age 37, with the Utah Jazz in November of 2000. Four-time NBA champion James and the Lakers have been on a tear since acquiring Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks in a stunning trade for Anthony Davis last month. They entered the March 4th contest on a 6-game winning streak and have shot up to second place in the Western Conference.
Indian industrial conglomerate Larsen & Toubro is betting on aerospace as a potential growth engine, in particular the launch vehicle and satellite manufacturing, as the country cuts reliance on imports and boosts private sector participation.
L&T, considered a bellwether for India's infrastructure spending because of the scale and breadth of their orders, is also the country's largest private sector defense manufacturer by revenue.
As a company, we believe that the sector is opening up. There is a larger role that we can play beyond manufacturing into the vehicle assembly, integration, into providing launch services. So there is a whole space economy which is opening up, and as L&T we are looking at how we can leverage our legacy, our heritage in this to the future requirements of this segment.
Walking through the facility amid workers building heat shields and other rocket components, Ramachandani said the global launch vehicle market was expected to hit about $160 billion over the next decade. The Indian government has set a target of reaching $44 billion for the country's commercial space sector in that time. The country's privatization push aligns with broader trends seen in the US and China, where companies like SpaceX and private Chinese satellite firms are playing an increasing role in strategic programs. India's first launch of a privately built PSLV booster, delayed from early 2025, is expected to occur by mid-year, though an exact date had not been yet decided. Ramachandani said each booster, several of which are in various stages of assembly in the factory, costs about $30 million. with India making 1.12 trillion rupees, $13.5 billion for domestic defense procurement in FY 2024 to 2025, including 280 billion rupees, $3.4 billion for private industry. L&T is positioning itself to capitalize on the government's ambition to reduce reliance on foreign suppliers.
Space for defense is clearly something all countries are looking at, and it is a strategic segment for the government, and anybody working in the space domain, especially domestic companies, could surely contribute to that. So we are looking at all those aspects of space, and the technologies can be spread across different segments.
Furthermore, L&T said it is looking to expand its role in India's indigenous fighter jet program by increasing production of wings for the Light Combat Aircraft LCA Tejas.
And that's all we have for this hour. Thank you for watching. Wish you all a very pleasant time ahead.
ಬರಕಾತೆರೆ ರಮಲಾನ್ ಮಹುಗೆ ಹೇ ಒಯ್ದುಮಾತ ಹುನಿಯಾ ಟಿವಿ ಬಲ್ಲವಾ ಲೊಬಿತಿ ರೈತುನಂ ಅರಿಸ್ಕುರಂ